Hello everybody, welcome to the very first episode of Insert Topic here. Basically this is the podcast where we talk about current happenings of the channel itself. Joining me here today is the two hosts of our channel. Yeah, you're still a host, don't look and smile, you're not just the cameraman, alright? So basically, as you guys know us already, if you've watched the streams before, I am Jurel or Limingo or whatever. I've been called many different names at this point. Old man, Limit Go, yeah, that's the main. I actually started off as Limit Go, so yeah. And joining with me today here is Ryu, who is one of the latest part of the crew, more or less. She came in a bit later. Then there's YOLO, who was with me since the channel opened, more or less. He's been there. We've done a lot of stuff on Twitch and so on and so forth. So yeah, we've just done with our shoot on one of our shows. There was kind of a chaos there because it was new to us and we had a lot of hiccups. Show had to be not cancelled, but the recordings have been cancelled once already entirely. Jesus, because we scuffed the mics.
Let's hope it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, everything is peaking. We're watching all of it. The equipment's still the same, but yeah, we've definitely worked everything out, and finishing one of the first shows on the channel was quite a big success. I think it was quite funny. We had a bit of a good time here and there. Hopefully you guys will be able to see more from us soon. There'll be more shoots for the entire week. It's gonna be a long month for us, but yeah. Anyway, the purpose of today's podcast is basically just to introduce ourselves to everyone again, and where we've been, how we got on this channel, and how we got involved, and finally where we are today, so you can just know a bit more about us. So let's just start with me. Okay, again, basically I'm the one who started the channel with 3 other people at first. Technically back in the day there was 5 of us. We did it when it was still a podcast where they just did old school audio on like forums and stuff. We talked about games and channels, and then that was like when I was still in high school. And then as it progressed, the first time vodcast came out, or the podcast that we know today, which is like video form podcast, I suppose. Yeah, those are the days when we first started, and we were doing things on TeamSpeak, and then we had no Discord. Everything was messy. We were using dial-up internet, and then as I progressed, we changed crews again. It was a different group of people with us, and then I did it during uni, where I did like a first a vlog where I went on a trip, and then we switched up. I switched up. They couldn't continue, then they switched up, and then I did streaming for a while. YOLO came along. We had a pretty good time during the pandemic. I think it was a big thing for me. It was
fun.
Oh yeah, it was fun because we all stuck at home. Yeah. I was bored to death, and then he was bored to death. Yeah, then she was bored to death as well. So eventually we all just somehow got together. Then we're here today. I know that we had like a huge gap for a while because I was trying to get things sorted out. We tried a few times to stop and start, but then we never had the right environment, the right place to start our podcast until today. So yeah, as simple as that. I think I don't need to talk too much about myself because most of you know me already, but if you're new, that's a little bit of a history about me. That's simple. Alright, then I guess we can talk about Ryu, right? What's Ryu's whole deal in this channel? What does she do and stuff like that?
Alright, so how I got into this channel, it's like I first met him during the pandemic days. I found out that I was looking at who this guy is, and then I found out that he had this huge server, right? It's not that huge, but 100 plus people in the server. It's that's quite a following. Yeah, and I was like, who the hell is this guy? Did I talk to some famous dude? I'm like
alright.
Yeah, and then after I met up with him, then he told me about the channel, and then he also found out that I told him about myself, and then I was an artist fresh out of uni, and then I actually had this game project I was working on halfway, and then I showed it to him, and he's like, hey, this has potential, and he asked me if I wanted to help him out with the channel. Yeah, and I started out making one video for him, which he did not pay me.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, that was paid. We talked about this before. That was paid. I do pay the employees. Right?
Sure. Sure.
Unspoken.
Yeah, when I met Ryu, it was a bit interesting because when I saw that she was creating games and stuff, I was like, okay, this is like really cool. The ideas were there, the art was there, and then there's a lot of potential. So I was like, and I was also looking for a crew basically to start a variety channel. Again, this is first and foremost a variety channel, not just a gaming channel. We do a lot of different shows. We try to bring in different creators with different backgrounds, like music, or if someone wants to do something like tech or something interesting like that, we could be open to get them to start something with us, you know, as a collective. So when I met up with her and I saw her work, I was like, oh damn, like this is different. This is not someone I meet every day. So I was like, you know what, why about try it out? And then we started off with streams and stuff, and then, you know,
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
how I joined
yeah,
ITH. That time
It's
it was
called
like
ITH.
Let's Play lah.
it was called LPL actually at first. Let's Play lah. That was very, how do you say, it was just a very local style Malaysian kind of way of putting it. Let's Play lah.
It was an ancient relic.
It's an ancient relic, let's just put it that way. Yeah, it was a very ancient relic that I could use a bit more upgrading, which became insert topic here, which is a little bit more better than, I
Yeah,
guess.
so I've been in ITH for like almost 4 years already, right?
I think
4
so.
years.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, it has been that long. It has been. Pandemic was 20.
During that time, we
Yeah.
rebranded twice.
Oh, yeah, we
in-
have rebranded twice. Jesus.
I think I started off streaming because he was like he got the fame from streaming, right? IDV,
Yeah, an old relic as well.
an old relic. Yeah, I tried streaming and streaming wasn't for me, and then like after that got job, was busy for like 1.5 years, couldn't do much there, and then I started making shorts and speed paint videos. Yeah, and the latest one was like the vomit cat.
That cat.
Yes.
Yeah, we know about that cat.
Yeah, that was the one that really pushed our subs recently. That helped us hit 600 plus right now.
Yeah. Again, very thankful for you guys who are actually watching. Just even though it's just you're watching just for the art part of the channel, we still really appreciate you subbing, watching, and commenting. Still, it's quite insane that we just grew out of nowhere. Yeah, so we thought like maybe now it's a good time to capitalize.
I mean, it did help that you guys have the secret weapon, a secret sauce.
Yes, we don't talk about the secret sauce. There is a reason we grew quite well because of the secret sauce, which we'll never talk about unless they ever come over to us and go like, you know what, we'd like to sponsor this channel. Then the secret sauce will be known. But the secret sauce will always be secret till then. Unfortunately
Not bots,
for you.
by the way.
Yeah, not bots, not paid viewers, none of that bullshit. Like proper, like can you consider that cheat? No,
No,
that's not a cheat.
it's not a cheat. It's more like exploiting the system.
that's the scene. Shit, that's achievement. Okay, we kind of just you just consider that we found something. We found a better outlet. Yeah. To broadcast our stuff, and it's been working out because it doesn't work out wherever we live. All right, let's move on to YOLO then. Let's talk a little bit more about him.
I'm trying to think. I think I know you back when we worked at there. We worked there.
The place we do not name.
And back then I was part-time working and then part-time streaming to absolute nobody. And I still stream to absolutely nobody.
Interesting, yeah.
And then after I got done with that work, I think a year or two later, you contacted me about it, asking for advice.
Oh yeah, it was that close. Pandemic was. It was pre-pandemic, right?
It was, I think 2 years later, you contacted
2
me.
years later, yeah. Oh, I do remember that. Yeah, I think I remember that I was thinking about streaming, and then you mentioned that you were streaming too. Then I jumped over and I was like, okay, so he does his streams. Let's see what we can do here. Then we started going through all that, and then you gave me some advice on streaming, some of the setups, I think. Then what is the most best way to talk to like people and stuff. Keep talking and like so I learned from there. Okay, then I started getting into like Twitch and stuff bit more, maybe too obsessive at one point. Every day there'll be a stream running in the background and I'll just be listening. It's true, by the way. Every single day I'll wake up, turn on my PC, there'll be a stream. That's how I picked up on a lot of the streaming metas and stuff. But yeah,
I think everybody knows me as the big bad mod,
on the channel.
the one of two. The other one is Liz, which
she's gone.
disappeared.
Nothing happened. She just didn't,
She just disappeared.
Yeah, she just had something else in life, I suppose. But it happens, people come and go.
But yeah, that's mostly it. I don't think I've done much other than edit some videos for you and just mod the Discord and the Twitch.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I mean, I think one of the reasons I decided to work with you again is because we had the same mind space. Like we wanted to do all this like Twitch, YouTube stuff. Whereas most of the friends that we were basically at that point we were like young. I was at the young working adult stage, and nobody gives a shit about all this stuff. They'd be like, no, you gotta work 9 to 5 and survive your life. If you don't do this, you'll die.
I mean, in our culture itself, doing this is really weird because as you start off, you don't earn a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You don't even, in fact, you don't earn a single thing as you start off.
Yep.
And parents get anxious and
yeah. I got really lucky on Twitch actually, because at that time there was subs. There was something that actually came in which was mind-boggling to me. It's like at least like in ringgit it will be up to like 400 to 500. It's a little bit, but it was, it's something.
It was good also because you stream like niche things where I used to always stream mainstream stuff where the biggest would take all the views and the newest would not have any. The
thing is, like, again, if you keep going on Twitch, you won't be able to grow as well.
Yeah.
Even though you do niche, especially if you do the big stuff, there's no way, unless maybe you somehow clipped yourself on YouTube or something, you got popular somewhere through a clip of something, then it usually works out for you. But if not, it's like sometimes you're grinding to nothing. Yeah, it's just.
I think the main way we blew up also was because of all the COD clips.
Oh yeah, on TikTok.
Yeah.
On TikTok, we had some pretty good COD clips. That was when COD came out and then died the following. Holy moly, it died. I mean, Modern Warfare 2. Wait, was it Modern Warfare? Yeah, MW. Came out first, and then that was pretty good on the clips. Actually, that was quite good. And then Modern Warfare 3 died in like a month. Like, what the hell is that garbage? Yeah. So, I mean, apart from that, I think we haven't been doing much.
You disappeared and then Ryu started posting her shorts.
Yeah. We posted the shorts. I think I disappeared. Even before that, I disappeared for a while before I came back to COD. I think I disappeared again. I tried to start the show. Actually, the honest truth is that at one point I did stop working and I started focusing. We did a few shows, but they were all not worthy of YouTube. Let's just put it that way. Bad audio, bad camera, bad lighting, nice set, but very, very poor how do you say, production
just
level.
Scuff everything.
Yes, it was bad, so we didn't really go on with that. I think most of the time we spent was really just trying to focus on creating this was the reason why we disappeared, is because we were talking about this for a very long time, started writing down shows and stuff. So yeah, that's why we disappeared for a while, to be honest.
This was quite a long time coming. I waited for this like even more.
That's like 2-3 years at least. Yeah.
You kept talking about you wanting to make a podcast and stuff like this. I'm like, when?
Yeah, exactly.
And it kept getting delayed.
Yes, it kept getting delayed because I had to go to work and then I have to do this. We don't have the perfect settings, and we try to shoot. We don't have the perfect audio and stuff, and then just everything was just constantly changing non-stop every year, until I think finally this year we managed to get like a good spot a good place to run our production. I'm in a job that is, I wouldn't say the best, but I'm doing enough, and then I can sort of get time to do this as well, see how far this goes. And again, as I promised back then, especially the guys on Discord, you said it'll never happen, you get old and not see anything, please.
I think we started just in time, because it felt like everyone's patience was running out.
A little bit. Yeah, some people on the Discord, they were like running out of patience. They were like, when is this actually gonna happen? Then kablamo, it's here. Okay, stop asking me when it's coming. It's here. It's right here, right now, and it's not
finally here.
Yes. Yeah, it's a long time coming. Hopefully we can do a lot more than just a few shows. We want to do a lot. Every week we plan to actually launch one show at least, all the episodes. So that's more or less as as broad as we can go about each other. So now that you know three of us, anyway, we're just gonna talk a bit more about the channel and what we plan to do for you guys, entertainment and stuff. But before we talk about it, a word from our sponsors.
Wait, we have a sponsor?
This week's sponsor is us. We are basically going to be sponsoring ourselves this time around because we don't really have a sponsor yet. Basically what you can do to support us is you can just sub to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitch, maybe even go into our Patreon, which we are about to open up. So basically our Patreon has like the typical things. You get rewards, you get like Discord names, you can support us with some amounts depending on what you want. So you have like 3 tiers currently that we're looking to make, and all 3 tiers we basically do have particular rewards for each person. If you sub to like a $5 tier, if you sub to a $10 tier, there's different rewards that you can get. So we are still building that up right now. We're not too sure what exactly we'll be offering you guys in full, but it will appear as we continue on. So yeah, you can check that out very soon. Links in bio. If you guys want to support us, really, we'll be very happy to get support. It's not built up yet, but yeah, hopefully that works out for us in the long run. But yeah, okay then, back to the show. Alright guys, so just a little bit of an understanding of what we are going to be doing for this channel. Basically, we will have about 5 shows that will be coming out. Starting in September, there will be some shows that will be coming out. We'll be releasing season premieres for 5 of our shows, and then you'll be seeing them every week. The first one will be art-based show, then there'll be like eating and stuff. It's just gonna be a lot. It's gonna be great. I think we won't spoil too much, but we'll see which show that you guys really like the most, or which games you guys really like the most, and we'll move on to that. And for each of these shows, we actually plan to have 6 episodes, technically speaking, season premiere 1 and 5 episodes. That should be a lot. That's actually a lot for a short period of time, to be honest.
I'm not sure how are we going to manage like time and work and other people's schedules.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I am a bit worried about. It's just the time schedule. We could, technically speaking, after the season premiere, there'll be a short break, and then we'll be back again with this podcast to talk to you guys about what we've done, what we've changed. And then after that, we'll just go through and see which one you guys like, and then we release that show in particular first. So basically how it's going to work is we're gonna finish like season 1 of, let's just say season 1 of this podcast, 1 to 5. We'll finish it for this month, and then after that we'll move on to the next show, and we'll release another 5, and we will finish the one, and so on and so forth. So that's how we are going to be running things on the channel. There'll be a lot of clips as well. I'll be streaming again very soon. Yes, again. I'll be back, but we'll be doing it a bit more different, not the same old just game and stuff. We might do like maybe a bit more diverse stuff, like maybe some commentary, maybe some, I don't know what else can we do in a stream apart from...
Didn't we talk about some live game show?
Live game show is that one is for
something along that line.
Yeah, we can't spoil too much of that, but that will depend on the audience and what they think of the shows. But yeah, this channel is going to be very jam-packed with content. week by week. Hopefully you guys, if you guys like what we do, like what we are making here, you can support the channel by subbing to us, dropping us a like, commenting what you like the most, maybe even drop by our sponsored site, the Patreon, the good old Patreon. Give us a little support if you're interested. We're not asking you that you must do it. It's just it depends on you, really. But it will help us greatly in making more of this production come to life.
Help make this place less scuffed.
That's very true. That is very true. One of the things is just we do have the basics, but we don't have the proper basics. Those will help go into production, make it way more higher value, and maybe one day we'll get an actual set. Who knows? If it does well enough, we can make a set that will screw us all in the brain. Whether it'll be full time if that actually happens, right? If we have a freaking set,
we'll just be working here from now on. Yep. Basement locked in here. Somebody please send help.
Excuse me, but there's an NDA. That's pretty much what we have in store for you guys. Sorry for the wait for those of you who've been waiting for us for a very long time. It's finally here, and hopefully we don't disappoint you in all our shows. But yeah, anything else you guys want to say before we log off this first episode?
Thanks guys for helping us reach this far. I think if we never hit past 500, we probably wouldn't have started this yet.
Yeah, I think the goal was to reach 500, and then we would like to introduce ourselves. If we have never reached 500, we would have still delayed it, actually.
Yeah.
Now you know too. You actually didn't know.
I mean, I knew some bits. I knew that if you guys had a target, you guys wanted to hit a target, and that target actually was met, which was good.
Technically speaking, we could have hit the target if we found the secret sauce earlier. It really was a lot of secret sauce help, and it reached the right audience
and also my hard work.
Yes. I know. The hard work is over there. I think that's about it for our first episode of Insert Topic here. Join us for the next one. After you've seen all our shows, we'll come back with you with more updates on what we've done and what comes next, basically. So yeah, I think we're gonna sign off for this episode. See you around. Take care. Bye.
Bye.